Hey, I want to do a little bit of a recording. Yay. Just let me load in. Yeah. Oh. I'm just gonna be hanging out with some people who I also want to show you. Oh, right. I should be actually logging back on in the Fugger estate. Yeah. Funny enough, I found out that apparently there was like a big old like trader, like merchant family named that. Oh, hey,
Hi there.
I've been thinking oh wow, is that are you have you already terraformed? What is going
Yeah,
on?
so this is just the cannon.
Canoon?
Yeah, the cannon can just clear blocks, so I just made a schematic of just a bunch of air in a
Oh.
singular deep slate tile and just have it clearing. It's not efficient. We can
I,
both say it's not efficient, but it's fun.
I mean, yeah, you go off, do what makes you happy.
It's automatic.
Hey, I have a question. Wait, actually, does any of you know what the word subsidiary means?
A subsidiary is a holding term for corporations. It's essentially you own it. So I guess example, Xbox for a while was a
Okay.
subsidiary of Microsoft before they bought it out completely.
So, business. Oh, hi.
Hello. This actually works out
Hello.
great, three of you being here instead of just one.
What's up?
Hello, Griff.
Hi.
Hi. So
Yo,
I have yeah. What's up?
yo, what's up?
Yo.
Yo,
What's up?
what's up?
Yo.
Yo,
What's up?
what's
Not
up?
again.
Yo.
Yo.
Okay.
How informed are any of you guys about the chaos that's been going on inside this kingdom in terms of religion? I know how you're informed. You too.
Some religions don't like other religions.
Hey,
I
Cedar.
Not much.
You know how occasionally I tell you to go on patrol at really
do not
inopportune
go on
moments for talks?
Nope. Come back.
Yes.
This is better to have. Okay. I will be talking to him later.
I
What's up?
understand. But with the threats I received yesterday, I do not need him influenced by the
Did Croce
entity
threaten you again?
that you and I are talking about. No.
The entity doesn't want to hurt anyone. Did the entity threaten you?
Copper did. He said he's been
How
running
dare Copper?
experiments on me without my knowledge.
That is not the entity's fault. That is
And
Copper's.
said that he'd be continuing to do it.
That is not the entity's fault. That is Copper's fault.
I've also been warned by several people.
Those people don't know what they're talking about.
How do I know you know what you're talking about with this?
Because
I don't know who to trust
this.
in this.
Look, if you were forgotten and all you ever wanted to do was help fix the issues going on in this world, but you can't because no one remembers you, how would you feel?
Helpless.
I'd wonder why I was forgotten first. Some things are better left forgotten.
Okay, I'm just gonna give you a couple things whenever you need them. These help you with fighting.
I am not fighting anyone.
Oh, I'm just saying for overall practical defense after is Copper? Oh, they are online.
I am not aligned with Copper in any way, shape, or form. Nothing Copper has been doing has any.
I'm not saying you are. It's just I'm a little on edge, as you might guess. My family has me out here hoping I die, and then hearing that I've been experimented on for the past couple weeks.
Your family has you out here hoping you die?
Yes, nobility is nobility.
Look, I know for a fact that this entity wants people to know the truth and to fix this world and to be remembered. And that is what they want. There is a magical imbalance and they want to help and they can help. But they also know that the only way to give people the truth may hurt people, and they're nervous about doing that, which is why they're being so secretive. They don't
Are
want
you
people to get
sure?
hurt. They want to help. Yes.
If well, how long have you been talking to this entity then?
I am one of the first people that they spoke to.
Okay. Are you sure that they have the best intentions though? Because people can
Yes.
lie.
I don't. You're talking to the person that knows the most about being lied to.
Griff,
And
I'm an academic at heart. I need evidence. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
some sort of
They can't give you
evidence
evidence.
or fallback plan. Some sort of evidence or fallback plan would be the best to have. You can trust them, but at least like be prepared for the worst.
Yeah, look, I I would have been singing this god's praises at the start if I wasn't asking questions and figuring things out behind the scenes. You want to know? Everyone's been blabbing their mouth about this god. The first you get, I have been thinking and planning and questioning.
What information do you have?
I know that the god is as old as Freya, if not older.
Okay. Does it have a name?
Exter.
Exter. Mm-hmm.
Exter cannot communicate. They're too weak. They need to play catch up. They speak with a messenger known as Puck. Puck has been talking to people. Puck cannot talk to you.
Oh, is it because
That's
you
why
you
you
you have
can't
no
get
magic?
through.
Damn. Okay.
I'm sorry. The past couple days have just been a lot.
I got a
telling
quick
me.
question. What is your armor quality currently?
All diamond. Just needs enchanted.
Okay. We gotta work on doing that. I will also like help you,
But
cause
I can say for a fact, I've seen this being firsthand want people's safety over anything first. Because I asked for proof, and the only way to get proof is to do something that could be very dangerous to me, and they told me how to get to the point where it won't be dangerous.
okay, what is the
They
dangerous
want
thing
people
though?
safe. Something that people have already done because they lied to get the information.
Well, what is the thing though?
Looking into the mind of the messenger.
Oh, what? Of Puck? Wait, is Puck the messenger or is
Of Puck.
Exter?
Puck is the messenger. No, Puck is the messenger. And they
Okay.
lied to Puck to get there. And Puck is very mad because of that. They may be consequences for those people. They don't want people to get hurt.
So wait, okay, wait. Does Puck not want people to get hurt? Does Exter not want people to get hurt?
Neither of them. Neither of
So
them want people to get
why
hurt. All
did
they want
Exter let people inside Puck's head? Or was
because the people said that they were strong enough and they lied about it.
Oh. Well, did they know that they were strong enough, or?
They assumed that they were. Maybe they just said that they were. Maybe they were lying to themselves. I don't know. I don't know the extent of what happened with all of that. What I know is that when I asked for the truth, I knew all this before getting asked, but they asked if my mind was strong, and I said no, because it is not strong, and I am aware of that. And they told me how to strengthen my mind. And until then, I just have to be patient. They don't want people to get hurt. They want to fix this.
Okay.
And they are not strong enough to reach out because people have forgotten them. And the only god that can tell us why refuses to communicate.
Who's the god?
So, Freya.
Freya, okay. Well, I mean,
Freya's the only god old enough to remember. You didn't even know that there could be another god.
What about Aphrodite?
Aphrodite knows about all of this. I don't know to the extent. I was not there for that conversation.
Okay.
But what I know is that this is the only being giving us any information and is willing to try.
Okay.
And I think it's not fair to give them a shot. And the only way for them to be able to get stronger, to be able to communicate and prove to us anything of this is true, is by following them and giving them that strength.
Mm-hmm.
People don't need to denounce their faith in other gods. They've said that. They don't want people to lose faith in their gods.
So wait, so what is the goal of this thing?
To fix the imbalance of magic.
Fix the imbalance.
Which is what is causing the drain.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Thank you for telling me this. As a like.
Oh, thank you.
Can I propose a wee bit of an alliance?
Oh, yay!
Yeah.
I am basically trying to get you both to believe and follow him on top of the other gods you follow.
I would.
I'm
first,
sorry.
I
would
would
need
try
more proof.
Yeah, first I want to get.
You can't get.
You said people can't currently get into contact with Freya, or like Freya's not responding.
If Freya's not responding to prayers, Freya's only responding to 2 people, and I can't get in contact with them.
Who are the 2 people?
The Queen and the not Aphrodite, and Freya's head priestess.
The Queen and Freya's head priestess. I mean, I think, since, Talia and the Queen are basically, I would say bring it up with them. Because if this is a basis of...
I have tried.
Oh, you have tried?
I have tried. I've tried to get into the only currently safe temple of Freya. Can't do it. They won't let me.
I mean, I would... Okay, I know Cassandra is a good, go-to for that.
Cassandra knows about this.
So have you tried, like, getting more information? Because Cassandra reports to Talia.
Mm-hmm.
So have you tried, like, getting them to, like, ask more information about, Exeter?
Cassandra is merely a squire.
Yes, but Cassandra can be the mode of communication or to get into contact with Talia. Like, setting up a meeting.
Sorry, I'm being messaged.
Yeah.
I am trying. I have a meeting with Cepheus planned.
Hell yeah, Cepheus is awesome.
I am trying my best to get in contact with Freya, but until then,
I would suggest,
like, the information that I know the most of, and that is this 4th god that is willing to give me information. I have asked multiple questions.
What's that book you keep pulling out?
That is the answers to the questions, and I have it here to make sure I say the right information.
Can I see it? Oh.
Nope, there are personal questions in here.
Oh.
As well as important ones.
Oh. Personal questions regarding you?
Exactly.
Oh.
I am being as open and honest as possible. That is why that was said.
Hell yeah.
I don't think you will be able to get any form of proof outside of other people because you can't talk to them.
Hey,
you maybe if they talk to you, but you need to make sure you have a strong enough mind to get that proof.
I don't know, like, when it comes to strength of mind, I don't know how to measure that. So
I do, because they told me how.
How do you measure it?
Again, they are very open. Loyalty and faith in yourself. And not loyalty to Exeter, loyalty to what you deem is right. It doesn't have to be Exeter that you think is right.
Loyalty to what I deem is right. Hey, would you want to become, like, in sort of, because you have the Smithsonian Museum, would you like to sort of, like, intertwine our corporations, sort of?
Maybe at a later date. Sorry, I'm just...
It's a lot.
It
has. I was told to keep this quiet at the start, and then things snowballed outside of my control because other people were talked to by Puck.
There is also...
I have been told
some
I can
there's
open my floodgates.
yeah, there's something I also need to deal with. You said Frog threatened you.
Yeah.
Could
How'd
you
that happen?
could you detail
I'm such
like
the
what
least
happened?
threatening person in the world. Like, Copper's probably the one person I think I could take in a fight.
Are you talking to someone IRL? Or like messaging?
No, my 7 conversations right now. Okay, can we take like 5 minutes?
Okay.
Or like 5 seconds so I can fix something.
Okay, yeah, you can do that.
Something broke.
I'm just gonna grab you and go over here.
Yeah, you two go talk.
So, what's up?
You don't need to denounce any other faith. You just need to have faith in Extra and follow him.
I mean, I will put as much faith in Extra as is currently warranted until we get like actual information from like Freya, hopefully with whatever we can set up. Because if Freya is the only source of information we could possibly get on this subject, then
how do you know we can trust Freya? Just because Freya's been known longer?
No, because didn't you say like something about like Freya? Exter said like Freya's the only other one that would remember or something.
No, Vayu said that.
Oh, Vayu said that. So I mean, at least get some information from Freya, and if you can, with that information, confront Exter about it.
I've been confronting Exter, or Puck. I haven't spoken to Exter. Only 4 people have done that, or at least heard Exter, and
who are the 4?
Because I don't want to disclose their names entirely because it is not my place to disclose that. That is up to them if they want to do that.
Understandable. I want you to know if you were ever in any danger, you can go from my place.
I know. I am being careful. I am asking the questions I needed to ask to make sure what I am doing is in the best interest of
there might be people out in the world who may not take too kindly of your actions.
Nope, they won't. And there are people that are going to be mad at me, and there are people that are going to be angry with me. But I was told by Vayu I need to have confidence in my decision, and I was told that you
spoke to Vayu?
I did, and I spoke to him about this 4th god.
That's complete bullshit. That's bullshit.
Well,
that's bullshit. That's bullshit.
The Oracle brought up the possibility of a 4th god, and Vayu said it's not possible, and I said, well, what if it's a very old god? And they said that Freya would know.
Oh, remember the other... Wait. Are they still fixed? They're probably still fixing things.
Actually, well,
basically,
Myra's over there. Cedar!
Yeah, get him! 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 Get him!
Yes.
Hi.
What god do you follow?
Vayu, I suppose.
Vayu? Okay. Why do you follow Vayu? What gravitates you to following Vayu?
Nothing in particular, I suppose. Just familial to me. My parents followed them.
And are you open to the possibility of following a second god? It's common, following multiple gods. Sap follows every god.
Not particularly, no.
No?
That's understandable. You can have your own beliefs.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean we can't sing Kumbaya.
Exactly.
That is true.
Can I ask why? If it's not too personal?
Oh, I mean, I have just been busy with working on the estate with Myra and whatnot. I fortunately have not really had time. It was before that it was joining the guard, and before that it was my family, and before that it was nothing. So I haven't exactly had the time to look through and learn myself of many other things.
Can I put a thought in your head?
I suppose.
If a new god, an old god that just wants to help the world and to help people and to be remembered were to come about, would you turn them away from being remembered?
I suppose I'm unsure. On one hand, I do think memory is something cherished, but on the other hand, if there is an old god as you speak, they were forgotten. It could be for good reason.
Or it could be just because people forgot them. I mean, old socks in a drawer that get lost, are they forgotten for good reason, or are they just forgotten because they're old and they weren't deemed worth it?
I mean, there's also like
remembered?
millions of people probably in the past that have been forgotten since enough time has passed. Because they say you die twice: once when you draw your last breath, once when the last person who knows you draws your last breath, draws their last breath.
So if they're trying to be remembered and trying to help fix the chaos of the world that the other gods won't fix, what would you do? You don't have to answer now or have an answer ever. Just food for thought.
I suppose I would request some time to think about it.
Of course, it's a huge piece of information. The potential of that.
For your joke.
I suppose that fear of asking the wrong questions. Are you merely theorizing, or is this something that you've learned or heard of? I guess
It's something I've learned.
I see. Is there another god?
There is.
Oh.
And I was given permission to be able to speak about them.
Permission from who?
From them themselves.
Oh.
They're speaking in your head?
No, they have a messenger.
Okay.
You!
We get to resume.
Okay, yeah.
Welcome back, Myra.
Sorry.
Okay. So we were talking about how Copper threatened you?
Yeah. Copper said they've been experimenting on me for the past 2 weeks.
Okay.
I can promise you that is not Exeter or Puck's doing. I can promise you that is not their doing.
So okay, that is why it was also
they said they were doing it in for Exeter. So
I don't think that Exeter. I think maybe possibly what could have happened was maybe Puck has been trying to communicate with you and asked Copper to see if the flowers would do anything. Possibly.
If they're experimenting on them specifically, that might mean more of their body.
Not in this case, but he did threaten me that if I become uncooperative, I wouldn't have a choice in the matter.
That is not Exeter or Puck. I can promise you that.
Okay, that is also more on the topic. That is also why I've kind of been wanting to form more of a closer partnership, so I could have reasonable reason to do check up on you and assure your safety regarding certain matters.
I'm already doing that, actually.
Yeah, I'm more of the person that's like, the more people that are able to help, the better.
You are my personal guard, but I've been considering hiring Orion as a mercenary corporation to help do some more wide-ranging patrols, since they have aerial capabilities.
I see.
I also tend to know, I guess, about
against you. It's just
I also tend to know like
a lot more ground.
Areas around certain places a lot better because I tend to be a bit of an adventurer. like knowing the layout of locations.
I understand.
So I'm obviously wanting to confront Copper about this and sternly
I wouldn't right now.
reinforce morals.
I wouldn't right now.
Why?
Copper went through some stuff the other day and may need some time to be alone. You can always message Copper with your stone, but I am just warning you that Copper
Susan?
did have a rough couple of days.
Hey,
Give a post box as well.
I'm gonna, yeah, I'm wanting to do that. I'm probably gonna head to my place and ask to talk to them there. And if I need to, I will message, like, maybe y'all to come there and also confront Copper.
I'm not getting involved. Nope,
I know you probably won't want to get involved. I'm talking about you two.
Please do not bring up my name. I am not involved in the threatening thing.
Oh no, I'm just gonna probably sending stone, Myra, because I want to create a united front in order to dissuade them from pursuing anything that might harm Myra or others. If I have to do that in an intimidatory matter, I will.
I can tell you that Copper's not a violent person.
They did threaten Myra, to which I will not allow.
Physically violent person. Emotionally, I don't know, but physically, I do have faith that Copper is not a physically violent person.
You can be violent in other ways than physical.
I know, but I am saying that at least. Physical violence, I am very sure, is not Copper's specialty.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yes, do not wrangle me in on that. Do not mention my name on that. I am merely here because
hand to heart, I swear to the gods, I won't.
Good. I am merely here to spread that I think it's unfair that we're refusing to give this poor god a chance to show that they care solely because they were forgotten once.
I've just been approached about the extra by Griff's character.
Something, and I think it's fair to just cast them aside.
I'm recording.
And the only way for them to be able to show what they can do for us and how they can help is by them getting a little bit stronger. And to do that, people need to put faith in them.
I'm more on the basis of waiting for some extra information regarding that via the avenue of Rhea, possibly. But I will put a modicum of faith in them for the possibility of things.
Exactly. If you get any information, please let me know, because that'll help me make my decisions. I have been playing this game since day one. I have been listening to what I have been told to do. I have been keeping things quiet, and I have been asking questions. Everyone else has been running off, talking, slipping each other secrets. I'm playing this game right. And I am very excited to be able to start bringing people into the game before things get messy.
Okay. Thank you for sharing this information, by the way.
Any of you, of course. I'm not going to force any of you to follow this god. I am merely saying, give them a chance to prove that they can help. Because the other gods haven't helped at all. And this one is trying.
I suppose it's food for thought.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was thinking about that phrase as well. So anyway, I'm going to, do the whole thing I was talking about. In case you guys need to contact me, use my sending zone. I'm gonna do the thing I was gonna do with Frog. So
enjoy yourself.
See you in a bit. I mean, yeah. Oh, hopefully they do actually want to get back to me. Oh, frick, I meant Copper, not Frog. Fuck. Hey, do we chat at my place? I know they're going through stuff, but that is extremely unacceptable. Don't threaten my friend. That's a no go. That's a no. Actually, I might actually hang out with them until they get back to me. Oh, oh, they did get back to me pretty quick.
Howdy.
Hey there.
Yes?
Did you threaten Myra?
Yeah.
Myra, fuck. Why?
I said that if they ever hurt my friend, they would know pain.
They said something about you experimenting them on them in the when they, experimenting on them as well as threatening them if they weren't compliant.
I never said anything about them not being compliant.
Hmm. Hmm. Give me a moment. Um, can you tell me the exact details of your conversation?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna remember the exact details, but, well, let me think. What did I say? I said a lot.
Who's the friend in this
They said a
situation,
lot.
if I could know?
Huh?
Who's the friend in this situation, um, that they might have put in, that you were threatening them for?
Well, my roommate.
Sap?
Uh-huh.
What did
Because
they say about Sap?
they didn't say anything about Sap. I
So,
said to them, if they ever hurt Sap, then they would know pain. That's all. But that I think we're talking about two separate things at this moment, so that might not have anything to do with this. Because that
okay,
was when I
okay.
found out that they were, they had allowed SAP to come help them with their museum, so on and so forth. That was a while ago. You really thought that it was a good idea to pull me into a conversation to immediately
Uh,
tell me
I was
that you were
just,
told by an
I was just
individual.
told this and I was concerned, so I wanted to get your side from it.
You you must understand that if someone is threatened and they go telling other people that they are threatened, and then those people go tell the person that did the threatening that they told that they were being threatened, that puts them in more danger, right?
So are you threatening them with more danger?
Not currently, but you have to understand what that looks like, right? I think that you are definitely not taking the right path in figuring out this. I got no reason to threaten them right now.
Okay.
Think about it. What what do
I
I have to gain?
I don't know. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know you all that well. I was just, I wanted to talk to you, to sort of get at least your input on this. Because communication is a complicated thing, and
All right, I'll put this into perspective for you then. First, your opinion on the flowers.
They're an invasive species that are killing off crops and other pretty flowers.
Okay, that is fair, and I think
I mean, you saw the
what you're
posters.
doing. Well, yeah, I saw the posters.
What do you think about the flowers?
I think that they react differently around Myra. Put that little thought in your head for a little bit and think of the implications.
Okay.
Myra said they are always closed when they walk near them.
I mean, Myra just
open at
doesn't have
first.
magic.
Okay, but why are they affected in such a way when they're only showing up in areas that have no magic?
Are you saying that they're after Myra?
No, 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 that no, no. I'm saying that if they are showing up in areas where there's no magic, why are they shutting themselves to an individual that has no magic?
Showing themselves? They're just growing places.
Sure, but they are opening and blossoming, and they're showing these beautiful petals on the inside, right? But they always
Yes.
close when Myra's around.
Because they don't have magic?
Because they
So?
don't have magic, I guess, sure, but if they are blossoming in places with no magic, why would they have that effect next to somebody with no magic?
Because Myra isn't ground? They're not growing
I
in Myra?
I feel as if I can throw you hints and you're not understanding.
I'm very much not understanding though.
Okay. Okay, let me think. How can I explain this process? If they are growing in areas with no magic, let's say the forests, right? You have you seen?
I've seen the Greywood Pale Forest, Empty Woods, whatever you call it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that I always call it the Pale Forest just because it's kind of a nifty name. But then, okay, I walk up to it and I've got magic, all right, and that flower stays open.
Okay.
So why is it that when Myra walks up to it, it closes? What's different?
The lack of magic?
Exactly, the lack of magic. But you would think that the flower would close when a magical presence walks up to it instead of a non-magical presence walking up to it, because they're growing in a non-magical area.
And
Why?
I'm gonna.
That's
You
what I'm
can't. You
trying to
can't.
find
You
out.
can't. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah. All you have is conjecture at this point. You can't find a solid basis.
A solid basis. I'm not looking for a solid basis. I'm looking for reason. I'm looking for information.
Yeah, that's
I'm
what I'm
looking
trying to
for
say. Like the solid basis of reason.
the solid basis of reason.
Yeah, like the reason why they are closing. I mean, it might just be. I don't know. I'm not a herbologist.
Yeah, you don't know, I don't know, but the only way people are going to know is if they make tests.
Oh, okay. I'm so
So
okay.
that's
I'm
what I'm
confused.
doing.
I'm actually just really confused. Can you
All
and
right,
Myra
all right, yeah.
talk out about this?
Well, they took it as a threat.
I know, but I was also being told that you threatened them about a lot of other things that were morally bad. Besides the whole sap threatening friend stuff.
I understand that my morals are not spectacular when it comes to the study of all of these flowers
You were
and other
basically
things that are happening.
what I was told is that you were endangering their safety.
I mean, Have you looked around? Everyone's endangering everybody's safety right now.
I know, but just because it's happening doesn't make it okay for you to do it.
Okay, well, now you got to go tell that to, make sure that everybody else doesn't do it too. It can't just
I
be
mean,
me.
I know, I just don't know you're the first case I've heard about it.
I'm the first case that somebody's willing to talk about.
Well, I can't do shit if people don't tell me. I can only do
Ah,
what I currently am able to do. I'm not an all powerful being. I'm a person.
yeah, you're right. And there are three all-powerful beings who are quite involved in these flowers.
What?
Listen, go talk to people. Ask them. I'm not the only person looking into these flowers. I
Okay.
can't tell you what everybody knows because I genuinely don't know, but there's got to be other people who are interested into learning and are going to continue trying to learn. And I just so happen to be the one that's the loudest about it.
Right now, I currently just want to figure out what's going on with you and Myra because I don't know you that well. I do think you're somewhat of a decent person. I like you. I like your vibe. I also like Myra. I just want to know what's going on and like if this can be resolved. So, is it okay if I call
Okay,
them over
hey,
here?
it's fair. No, I would appreciate not.
Okay.
What had happened was me having a conversation with them, telling them to their face that I used them as a test experiment. They told me to stop doing it. They told me not to put anybody else in harm. I said, sure. But I'd also told them that I was going to continue experimenting. I never said that I was going to continue experimenting on them. They assumed that.
Okay. Or were you planning on experimenting on them?
Have they had any flowers show up around their house since that conversation?
I don't know.
The answer is no,
Okay.
because I didn't put any there. Unless
Okay.
somebody else did and I don't know about it.
Okay. I see. Man, the one thing I really don't like is like when there are just stupid, simple miscommunications that are going about. Thanks for talking to me with this. I'm just trying to be like a sort of a middle person that is like trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. So
Yeah, I understand. I understand. Listen, these are trying times, and people are testing things, and I'm very aware that the way that I test things are there's some moral that
when
I
it comes
have
to testing,
to
what you
really
gotta
need to
worry
look into.
about is safety, consent, and informed consent.
Tomato, tomato.
No, tomato, tomato.
What about tomato, tomato?
Um, I don't give a shit what kind of potato you're talking about.
Okay, so potato, potato.
Tomato or potato.
Okay, torpedo.
Torpedo.
Don't I don't know what that is, but it's a part of the vocabulary now.
But yeah, anyway, just try to be smart. Don't be dumb, cause if you
Mm-hmm,
end up
mm-hmm,
doing things that are like that, there may be authorities involved.
mm-hmm,
And
mm-hmm,
I don't think being arrested is fun. I'm just saying like
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I'm not saying like I'm gonna arrest you. I can't arrest people. I'm just saying like people who do illegal stuff normally get arrested. Yes.
What's illegal about planting a flower?
Experimenting on individuals without their consent is illegal. That's
Okay, but I mean, I'm gonna, here, one sec. I'm gonna walk up. Hey, guard, This individual over here has been planting flowers in order to experiment on me.
If there's an invasive species that has some weird magical properties, yes.
You see, that's true. However, none of those posters were out yet.
Well,
I didn't
there
know that.
you saw a new plant that was behaving really weird, and you're just gonna go like, hey, I'm gonna take this plant to this person that's behaving weird around it, experiment on that. I don't know what this plant fully is, or what the possible consequences, or if this person could get hurt or die.
You know what? That's not the only plant I'm experimenting with, too.
Don't. Are you
It's true. It's
experimenting on
true.
just plants or people?
Oh, well, plant. Well, the effects of plant, I guess, but that one's more on, the trickster plant.
Oh yeah, I love that.
Yeah, have fun with it. But, that's something that exactly, right? Oh my gosh. Yeah. You just went, oh yeah, I love that.
Yeah,
Because
Trickster Bloom isn't an
it's
invasive
fun. Exactly.
species.
Yeah,
And
but I didn't know that yet.
Trickster Bloom has a bunch of research about it. This Eye Blossom doesn't. Besides
Yeah,
the
but
whole
how did
invasive
they
species
get the
thing.
research about it?
Because they're currently researching about it.
Well, I'm currently researching about this other thing.
But they already have the research done about the other thing, though.
Well, yeah, now I know that, but I didn't before because the signs weren't out yet.
Okay. We're talking about two different things at this point. I'm saying they already have the research about the Trickster Bloom. They don't have about the thing. I'm just saying common sense.
Oh,
Common
okay,
sense. I
okay.
know
I see.
it's a situation of common sense. If you don't know much about this thing and you decide, oh, I'm gonna experiment it on a person, and you don't know what the consequences could be, and like you don't have their consent because they didn't consent to any possible consequences. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to bring across. Just communicate, talk to people. You're I don't know how old you are. You can talk to another person. Are you able to talk to other people, or do you have like crippling social anxiety?
Oh, I have crippling social anxiety. It is 100%.
Okay.
Listen, I, it's just the way I work, and I'm very aware that I need to get over that crippling social anxiety in order to have conversations with
I mean,
people.
you're doing
I mean,
somewhat
you've
good.
noticed.
Me and you have
I
been
am, but
talking.
when we're in a huge,
Sorry.
huge crowd and all of that, that's when I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna step back, and it's a lot. It's a
Oh,
lot to take in.
that's more about being overwhelmed by people. You can like a person, but not people. You can like people one on one and not crowds. That's understandable. You're just getting
Did you die?
overwhelmed.
Oh, you're back.
Huh?
All right, sorry, you cut out there for a little bit, but yeah,
Yeah.
I understand what you're saying.
Okay. I'm gonna talk to Myra and like get this shit smoothed over. It's
Listen, I mean, listen, if they take things a certain way, and even if I didn't mean it that way, they got to convince themselves.
if it gets, I just think if it comes to like a simple miscommunication, it's better left to get that miscommunication out of the way. Cause
Well,
I just think miscommunications are really fucking dumb. Just talk to a person, communicate. Like communication isn't a solid thing; it's a process that you do back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. It's not like, oh, this thing, it's one and done. Like, mm.
well, remember that whenever there's a middleman, nothing gets said right.
Yeah, it's probably at some point you two do need to like talk face to face. Probably have like a mediator just in case.
Well, we shouldn't be in need to. I'm not planting any more flowers around them.
Okay. I may also like send you sending stones in order to get a better communication of things across. Just telling you that. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to fix this, okay? I want everybody to be
Yeah,
friends.
but why?
'Cause
Listen, I don't mind if they're afraid of me. They can be afraid of me. It is what it is. Everyone's gonna have opinions on other people based off the actions that they take, and they saw my actions. I've already taken them. I expect them not to like me. You don't need to solve that.
I know, but I
That's
also
that's
want them
there.
to at least feel somewhat safe. because I do care somewhat about them, like how you care for
All
Sapere.
right. You can tell them not to expect any flowers around them.
Okay. I'll catch.
I already told them, and I said this specifically to them. I'm going to continue experimenting if I can, but in a controlled environment.
I understand. I understand.
All right.
I hope this
As long
didn't
as you
leave you
understand
with
from
like
it.
a bad taste in your mouth when it comes to me. I'm just trying to figure out what the hell's going on because I don't know a
You
lot of
are
what's going on.
a ball of energy that likes to make sure that things go okay.
Yeah.
That's about all I've gotten from this. Well, there's nothing wrong with that.
Because I can understand the whole like threatening someone if they hurt someone you care about or put them in danger. I can definitely understand that.
Uh-huh. So, what if they've already hurt that individual?
Jesus Christ. What do you mean they already hurt the individual? Did they do something to
I'm not
Sapere?
saying they have.
What?
No, not
What?
well.
What?
Listen,
How do you
all
expect
I
me to?
know.
How do you expect me to think when you
Listen.
say that and I don't
It's
have the
okay.
information?
Listen.
You just lead me to spiraling into out of control when I don't have the
All
information.
I know is that they had a falling out of some sort. I really don't know the details, and quite frankly, I'm not going to push for those details, which means I've got no reason to hurt them.
Okay. I'm just saying if you have ever have like if you need my help, I'm here for it. If you ever feel like danger or you need like help with any of that, like even like in a punching fit, even the squire of no the current squire of Novastra couldn't take me out.
Hmm. One thing at a time.
Yeah, I'm just gonna talk to Myra now and try to smooth things over.
Well, if they take things a certain way, that's
I mean,
them.
there's nothing you can really do with that.
You do your thing. Mm-hmm. Exactly.
What?
Stop telling me that
You look.
that Orion kicks Cass's ass.
I didn't say he did it. He didn't do anything. I'm just saying.
You
I literally said
brother.
you tried to do a punching fit and it didn't do anything to Orion.
That's not at all what you said, bro.
What did I say? Back to Myra. Myra. Myra.
That's me.
Hey.
Oh, yes. Hello.
Do you know where Myra is? Ow, fuck.
No. They left to go take care of some business that I'm not exactly sure where.
I'm going to message them. Hey, can we talk? Hey, can we talk?
I believe last I checked they were at the tavern, though I could be wrong.
I'm gonna be honest, I found out that everything is just a series of miscommunications and like people don't know how to talk. I feel like people's communication skills are somewhat lacking.
I wouldn't necessarily know for sure.
Because I have talked to them regarding certain things and like they did do a bit of a no, and they know they don't do that again because they weren't having common sense. And is certain miscommunications of what has been happening, and there was a threat, but it wasn't about experimenting on Myra. It was about like apparently after the falling out with Sapere and Myra, they basically threatened like don't hurt my friend essentially, and like they said they were going to keep experimenting on things, but not on Myra in a controlled environment, kind of like how Myra is like having their own controlled environment of like keep housing artifacts. It's just a big, serious miscommunication that could be easily solved if, people conversated.
It
Was that?
still does sound like a threat, even if it's not
I mean, yeah.
particularly
Well,
for
it's the
Myra.
same. It's what thing of like, oh, don't hurt my friend. Because like that is it is like a decently reasonable threat. Like, oh, hey, this person's my friend. Don't hurt them. I've kind of also tried to insert myself as a bit of a middleman, like, yo, I can be there to help. Like, I like violence. Let's be honest, I like violence, but like, there's a certain retainer to the violence.
I see.
I just wanted to be able to like smooth things over, so people can communicate without like if they were ever like an emergent situation, people don't absolutely flounder in it, and so people can just be safe. You know, because there's a whole assassination and possible kingdom conspiracy, and people being divided on everything might not be so good.
I mean, I do agree. I suppose.
Next step, get Myra and Trochi to forgive each other. I'm at your place.
I see. Well,
I just basically want to
good
smooth
luck
things
with that.
over, because I want everybody friends, and I want to be friends with everybody, and I don't want everybody to hate each other and possibly want to hurt each other, because then that puts me in an awkward situation.
As much as I wish I could tell you I believe in what you could do, I haven't actually interacted with many people, to be completely frank, and even within the context of any sort of threats on Myra, or even without threats on Myra, a lot of what I get from people is how they've interacted with Myra. So
I would suggest like you get your own understanding of people, because certain people may view things a certain way. Depending, communication is not a solid one-way thing. You don't do one and done. It's a process that goes on and on and on, go back and forth, back and forth. You know, there could be miscommunication and misconceptions of people that like are just dumb.
So as for you
Yeah.
not eating bathroom for dinner?
So yeah.
what seems dumb to me
Yeah.
is the context of which I suppose the information has been presented to me.
Yeah.
I
The
don't
information that
quite
was presented to
understand.
me did not paint the full story of what happened. It was like bits and pieces that were kind of all meshed together.
Well, I
Just-
suppose I'm speaking more on the fact that Griff came over earlier and you were there and discussed this
Yeah.
fourth god, which frightens
yeah.
me to an extent.
I mean, apparently it was a fourth forgotten god, is what Griff is saying.
Which still doesn't make sense to me, because at what point would you try to remember a god? If they're gone,
When
they shouldn't be remembered unless.
I mean, unless like
I
something
suppose I'm
about
cynical.
them was like uncovered, or like they used whatever remaining strength they had to reach out, like the extra did. I need the Oracle therapist. I second that.
I suppose, to me at least,
Yeah.
I fear the context of which information is being presented.
Yeah.
As much as I respect your goal of trying to get everybody to smooth things over, I find that to be quite difficult. There are some points where you need to make yourself known that you will cause, or that you are going to
I let
disagree.
them know. I let
you
them
are
know.
going
Like
to
I let
cause-
them know like they can go to me for help. No violence. No unethical shit. Okay. I drew a line, like, don't do fucked up stuff, or else I will be there. Like, that, it's just a general sort of thing, like, right through.
I
Fuck yeah.
figure I'm gonna put my thing in there while I can.
But yeah, overall, it's just, I just feel like, I know people are not gonna like each other, but it doesn't have to get to the point where, oh, they have to kill each other. You know? I just feel
I
like
suppose to
there's.
that end, I to that end, I suppose I understand now more than ever why we would decide to lock people up.
Yeah.
That might be the best for certain people.
Like who?
Nobody in particularly as of yet, but I suppose from what I'm hearing, it's seeming as though there are going to be people that even you might have to deal with that might not exactly agree with your terms.
Sure. I mean, there is always jail. Yep. You know. But like, if it's within my power to try to help, I will do so. I recognize that there are things that are otherwise out of my hands, but if I can do something, I will do my best to help.
See.
I'm just waiting for Myra at this point. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right. I suppose I'm thinking over what Griff had said,
Oof,
just
yeah.
in context.
I want, okay, before, I'm with more of the lines of lines, like, I'll put a moderate amount of faith in them, but I will not give my all in them, because we need that other source of information. So we need like the gears Cepheus, fuck, and like Talia, and like talking to Freya to get that information, because otherwise we're going on a basis that is currently incomplete. Like, just making conjectures, you know.
As I can't necessarily say I'm as much of a scientist as Myra is with their studying in the museum and whatnot. I do find myself to be a bit more inclined to believe the scientific method, and I suppose until I see more of this god and what they could potentially do, I'm not exactly trying to put any faith in a spare deity.
I completely understand that. I completely understand that. I mean, I just put faith in them so they could like. I apparently they get like power from faith. I'll put my faith in the possibility of what they can do, not in like in the good that it can bring, not in the bad. You know. Yeah.
I find myself worried about believing in something like that because if it does end up being or becoming a scenario where they are almost feeding off of your power and feeding off of yourself, if you give them too much, they might just take you.
Ain't nobody can take me. Oh. Oh.
I be flexing the tail and whatnot.
Yeah. You know it. You know it. Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, nonetheless, I suppose it's just entertaining to hear about I don't want to say the struggles, but the difficulties that others are having with certain members of society.
You know, it's whatever, you know. I feel like people can always be different and they can still sing kumbaya, you know. Just don't be an ass, you know? It's pretty simple. Cuz there are certain things like I definitely don't agree with Myra on certain things, but like that doesn't mean we can't be friends, you know.
What don't you agree with Myra on?
They said some weird stuff about like how people are like taking into the family, they have to like give up everything from their old life. And I'm like, "Oh, so basically everything that made them who they are, they have to give that up and be part of your family." And I just, that just gives me the ick. But I guess
Suppose
my
there's
terms, I come from a small town, so like my terms on what's going on, what I believe in are different from how Myra was raised. It's like I kind of understand.
I think a thing to remember is the context of the culture you come from and how that might be different. The Fugger family has been doing this for generations. The land we stand on has been theirs for at least 100 years, if not more.
I mean,
They just are different.
just because it's there doesn't mean that it's right.
I suppose you are true. Nonetheless, I just find it concerning the rate at which it seems as though sides are being taken.
Sides like what? Well,
Well, I suppose when it was first mentioned to me about Copper and their, I suppose their threats toward Myra, with how you
I
have
want to
disproven them.
also like say something. Have you seen Trochi and Myra?
Yes, I have. I was actually with them the other day. We were down in the
Huh?
at the museum. They were having a honestest discussion.
They were having an honestest discussion? You were having an honestest discussion with Trochi?
Yeah.
Why?
Apologies, I didn't mean to bring it up when you weren't here, but I saw you coming out of the corner of my eye.
No, it's fine. Because at the end of the day, Trochi and I are both academics, and with all of this, all this going around about Puck and this other deity, we're scientists. We tend to collaborate when we notice things going
I don't know.
awry.
You're a goober. You left some things out. So apparently the threat wasn't on to keep experimenting on you. The threat was they were going to keep experimenting on the eye blossom, and they took the eye blossoms away from your place. And apparently, they were threatening you because like you and Sap had a falling out, and they were like, "Don't hurt my friend again."
That was way before any of this conversation.
Okay, so did they threaten, like, did they specifically threaten you, like, oh hey, I'm gonna keep experimenting on you?
They specifically said that they want to work in controlled environments, and
Yeah.
that it was up to me whether the environment remained controlled.
So okay, they told me when they were talking about controlled
That
environments.
sounds like a threat to me.
They, you can. So okay, when they were talking about controlled environments, they were talking about the eye blossom, as in like how you put your artifacts in a controlled environment to keep them safe and to keep stuff contained.
I scrapped that because it was foolish.
Oh.
The research behind it wasn't anywhere near where it needs to be to contain stuff like that.
And like about the.
I told him continuing to research these things is dangerous.
Copper's just gonna be researching the blossoms on their own. They only were curious as to why it kept opening around you. I mean, it kept closing around you because you had no magic, and apparently it like thrives on no magic, and like what was going on. But Copper said that as soon as you were like, no, don't do this, they stopped. And any blossoms that are around you, it's not them. They just want you to know that. And they will not be experimenting on you. They will be experimenting on the blossoms. I think this was just a system of miscommunication.
I still don't trust them.
That's understandable. Like, you can decide who to trust and who not to trust. I just am sort of trying to be the middle person here. Like, I don't want there to be any possible, like, way to, like, for you to accidentally, like, fight over something that could be easily resolved.
I understand. Sorry. On top of that, they're not the only person in the last week or so that have treated me like something to be studied instead of a person.
It might be a bit of a insecurity of yours, like something that you're a bit scared about. That's completely understandable.
That I don't want to be experimented on?
Or like any mention. No. I don't have my weapon out. I don't have my steroids. Oh, come on.
Sorry.
You're a goober.
If you don't mind, Ryan, sorry, today's been trying at
Yeah.
best, and I just want to be left alone right now.
You okay? What happened?
It's not just today, it's the past couple of days. I'll explain more in the future. I just need rest right now.
Okay, I understand. You get your rest, okay? If you ever need any help, if any of you two ever need any help, call for me, okay?
Okay. I appreciate it.
Yeah. See you later. Get some rest. Stay safe. That was that was something. Oh my gosh. People need to know how to, like, I understand, like, communication's difficult, but, like, my parents have taught me how to communicate. Like, it's not something that's super difficult, but I understand that it can be sometimes, because sometimes nobody can be, like, super smart, or, like, can know everything, because people only have the certain knowledge that they have. So it is completely understandable. So yeah. Oh, I'm gonna try to see if well, hmm. I mean, hmm, hmm, hmm. Yeah. But anyway, now that we're back at my place, I finished all the vine work, the cobblestone scaffolding that you've been seeing. It's gone. It's all gone. Fuck, I forgot to connect those vines. Fuck. That's annoying. Oh no, why is that like that? But anyway, this is all I really wanted to show you. I'll probably be working more in my house, maybe more in my little basement area. Yeah, I will catch you next time. Bye!